know this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the one. Now here's Plumlee. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. A three from Leonard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Conley kicks to Towns. Are you serious? Second shot opportunity. Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. Driving to the basket. Misses the one-handed jam. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a three-point game.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's Westbrook. Gobert with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. And it's Towns missing. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Plumlee, no luck.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Westbrook passes to George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside for success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Up top, Covington. There's the triple. Pass to Plumlee. Shot clock at 5. Mike Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves trail. Now the pass to Gobert. Towns against Covington. Here's Edwards. Outside Conley. It's tipped. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now Gobert. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And Towns throws it down.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
George, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Westbrook passes to Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. And the dunk by Covington.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Towns dishes to Edwards. Kicks it to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Clippers ahead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. To the paint, stolen by McDaniels. Towns with it. George picks him up. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Covington with the ball. And Plumlee kicks to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. A 3 from Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Over Edwards. Here's Westbrook, and there's the drive.
Such an explosive finisher. Westbrook is incredible to watch driving to the rack.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Passes it to McDaniels. He dishes it to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And he makes good on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Gobert with the block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
It's George on the wing. Edwards defending. George passes to Plumlee.
We know he likes to block shots, but Rudy Gobert impact on contesting shots just as important.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Back to Edwards. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Clippers in the lead from the arc. And rebounded by McDaniels. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And the dunk by Powell.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And here is Los Angeles now after Taurean Prince's three-pointer that didn't go. It's Powell with the drive. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Look at the intensity on that drive. Norman Powell charging in like no one can stop him.
Out to Edwards. Oh, good on the triple. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Some changes for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Austin Rivers. Here's Highland, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Beyond the arc. Highland misses.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Conley into the lane. He kicks to Gobert. Anderson outside. Pocket 6. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Highland. Banked in off the glass. Highland's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The strength of Prince, we talk about it. Powers through contact finishes. That's a big-time play.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Morris. Here's Highland. Covered by Conley. Highland passes to Man. Now here's Zubats. That one drops for him.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now here's Gobert. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Intercepted. And here comes the break. Powell, no one around him, trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
You see why Powell is so valuable. Good athlete, good defender, and can really space the floor.
Conley with a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back.
Put your hands together and get loud for the Timberwolves.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Man, and he jams it with authority.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
The Timberwolves get to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
We all know Kyle Anderson can do it all. Once he gets a little bit more consistent with his shot, watch out.
It's Powell with the drive. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
GA, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrate an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
Powell with it. Good now by Anderson. Driving inside. Gobert with the block. It's Prince on the wing for the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Anderson in the post. Powell's there. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Gobert. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Highland. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's Powell on the wing. There's the pass to Mann. Driving in. And he finishes nicely on the way. Mann's got 4 this quarter. Timberwolves trail by 3, and he commits the intentional foul. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Los Angeles on D. Passes to Noel. Anderson outside. Prince in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Conley. Pass to Noel. Back to Conley. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Back to Plumlee. Outside Covington. Plumlee with a screen on Prince. And there's the feed to Plumlee. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Kyle Anderson. Here's Leonard. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. Covington in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. To the right side. Noel passes to McDaniels. The dish to Gobert. Covington with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. A 3 from Leonard. Knocked away. Timberwolves trail by 3. Kicks it to Conley. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Rivers, he's checked in for Mike Conley. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and Edwards with the stop.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite a difficult defense.
Outside Leonard. He kicks it to Covington. Leonard sets a screen for Covington. From downtown, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now here's Edwards. 14 points for him. And finished off by Gobert.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Short. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota now the other way. Rivers passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covington kicks to Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Rivers finds Edwards. Towns a screen on Leonard. The kick out to Towns. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a full game here. Clippers. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Edwards against George. Covington wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 4. To the left wing. Here's Towns going inside. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Takes it out to Covington. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Plays it up off the glass.
Nice job by Russ, attacking the interior, hunting down a high percentage look.
Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. Elbow shot. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Edwards against George. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first. Overall, Anthony has a special ability to score.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. George has got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Leonard looking around. No good with the triple. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. McDaniels finds Towns from down in the low post. It goes.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Edwards, and it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota shooting offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Leonard with the steal. The pass to West. Looking for George. He gets it there. Here's Leonard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Plumlee. Not enough on that one as it misses. Minnesota with the ball. Here's McDaniels. And they find Edwards. Back to Conley. Inside, Westbrook with the steal. From deep, George. Minnesota with the rebound. And finished off by Edwards.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
When they go to the intentional foul.
Then you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a 5.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olin. David?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Sharon Lou's huddle. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
George dishes to Westbrook. Passes it to Covington. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Smack clowns with mad style.
And we're expecting... An intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Gobert passes to Edwards. And Morant clears the board.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns. Over Morant. And here's Edwards outside. They get it back. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And here's Edwards outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Morant against McDaniels. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Gobert with it. He's picked up by Adams. Here's Edwards. Cans it from the wing. Edwards got 5.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
The free throw drops for Morant. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside Morant. Off target with the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. He has 7.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that would clear the deck.
Yeah, I love that determination. Jackson right there.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Morant finds Bain. Buries it from 3. Bain's got 7.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jackson against Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man.
Oh, nice. Big finish.
Man. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. The 3 is up. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns. How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And here's Morant outside. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Down low. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Bain, the pass to Jackson. The 3-ball. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Edwards can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Here's Brooks. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And it's Jackson on the take. It's blocked by Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Towns passes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McDaniels passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
And again, Memphis no good.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
A line change here for Memphis. Jones from outside. On target from range. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Towns. And it's Tillman with a rebound. For Memphis, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Kennard with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Kennard outside. This one for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Jones from outside. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Fast break, Minnesota. Ahead. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Back to Jones. Pass to Aldama. Kennard against Edwards. And here's Jones. Second shot opportunity. Here's Aldama. Counted from distance.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for
36, the Grizzlies, 31.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Xavier Tillman. Tyus Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
Substitution on the court.
McDaniels against Morant. Adams with the ball. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Payne, the pass to Brooks. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Adams a screen. The three from Bain. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Prince, defended by Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. McDaniels. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Brooks. Jackson, pass to Adams. That ties it up.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards against Bain. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
McDaniels against Morant. Pass to Adams. Now Brooks. Back to Adams. And it's Memphis with another.
Expanding his game a little more. When Adams is making this, it has to help his confidence.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And there it is for him. McDaniels got 8.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Adams. Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. Basket counts.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Edwards is doubled. McDaniels with it. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Adams covering. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. For the lead. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The Timberwolves trail to the middle. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well. And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
They throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Anderson. Here's Prince. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Brooks outside. From downtown, hits the three-pointer. Brooks has got 7 points here in the quarter. To the inside, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. It's the Grizzlies. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Rivers in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Jones. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Anderson passes to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. To the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Timeout call, Memphis. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Prince. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. And Conley subbed in for Rivers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He wants all they have to give coming down the stretch, saying, quote, "It's not just the big plays. I want to see us making the little plays too, winning the 50-50 balls. That's the effort we need."
Okay, thanks, Allie. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Morant. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Timberwolves shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Memphis leading. They double him with McDaniels. The three from Bain. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. Picked by Gobert. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
Boy, nice movement from Towns there. Excellent teamwork, and Towns was the catalyst.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And here's Morant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Conley against Morant. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. Here's McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Jackson outside.
2 minutes.
It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. To the inside. And stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Adams with a screen on Conley. Bain against Conley. That's good from Adams on the assist from Bain. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations. And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Morant, pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Edwards against Bain. Adams a screen. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Pass to Edwards. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Conley. From deep. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Moran against McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Now, if you're a center in this league and you're on the floor at the end of games, teams will target you if you can't make free throws.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
That could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And the second of 2 is good. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're behind by 4. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
It's hard to say whether they have enough time for a quick shot and a foul.
I agree with you. Time is not on their side, but that's really their only hope, so I'm sure that's what they'll try to do.
Back to Towns. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the physical...
Smack clowns with mad style.
Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now a look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. Kept alive. Outside, Bane. Traps in the tray.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Plumlee sets the pick for George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Brooks. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Shot clock at 6. Westbrook and Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Morant. Releases. And that one hits back iron. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Bane against George. The kick out to Westbrook. With the drive. Oh, offensive interference.
Goaltending call. The basket will count.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morant dishes to Jackson. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And Adams with the slam.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
George against Bane. Back to Westbrook. From deep, George. That shot no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant kicks to Brooks. Kick out to Adams. And the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers trail by 4. 1:44 left here in the first quarter. And it's George missing. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Brooks kicks to Adams. Leonard against Morant. Back to Adams. On the wing, Bane. The pass to Adams. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Here's George. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Bane. Right side, Jackson. Brooks against Westbrook. Leonard with the steal. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. George looking around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here is Adams. Morant outside. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Guys, you know you can count on Kawhi every single night to impact the game with it.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Memphis out in front, leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Morant with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Three-point basket.
Morant's got 5.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each trade that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. It's George on the wing. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Outside Leonard. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. The Clippers trail. Now Westbrook still looking for his first bucket in this one. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Leonard from 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 11.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
So the wing on the left. And Adams kicks to Bane. Back to Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Memphis moving it around. And it's Morant missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Covington. Leonard sets a screen for Covington. Out to the right wing. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Plumlee dishes to Leonard. Westbrook with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. Plumlee with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 5. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community?
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The three from Morant. Memphis the rebound. Adams finds Brooks. Morant looking around. Adams the pass to Morant. To stop the run. Then Adams with the slam.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
To the wing right side. Passes it to Mann. It's Morris atop the key. Brooks grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The pass to Bain. It's Morant in the corner. From outside the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break in the third quarter. Suit.
The Grizzlies, 18.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Luke Kennard out there with Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 3 spot. Highland passes to Zubac. Here's Highland. Tillman grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now, here's Kennard. Tillman passes to Jones. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Jones in the post. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Mann from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 5. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Highland's got his first points of the game.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Jones, no one around him. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And the the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Plumlee's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Pass to Tillman. Westbrook against Jones. Passes it to Tillman. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 7. Nobody near Leonard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Conchar. Tillman. Jones for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Jones has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Grizzlies. Westbrook kicks to Plumlee. He dishes it to George. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
A jump ball.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Tillman passes to Kennard. Leonard with the steal. For 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And one of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I'm going to take over.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
From deep. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's George. And the pass to Plumlee. The shot's good on the assist by George. Plumlee's got 6 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Kennard, the pass to Tillman. And Jones has it in the corner. A 3 ball. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside, George kicks it to Plumlee. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
A nice shot by George.
You always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from 3, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that 3-point shot.
Conchar, the pass to Jones. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. Kennard for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Leonard on the wing. Westbrook passes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack
with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Timeout called the Grizzlies. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And they pick up 2. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Clippers?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And here's Leonard from 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Payne for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Covington kicks to George. There's the drive. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
To the inside. Plumlee with the steal. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. The tray. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson setting the pick here for Payne. Shoots from the line. Here's Adams. Nails the baby hook.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. He kicks to Leonard. And Adams sends it back. Jackson with it. Leonard picks him up. Lets the 3 fly. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Morant.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Covington finds Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Stolen by Westbrook.
And tried to break him down with the crossover, but the quick hands on D, and suddenly we're going the other way.
Leonard with the bucket.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And there's the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. Morant against Leonard. 5 on the clock. Adams in the high post. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Leonard dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Covington. Now Leonard. Back to Plumlee. Takes the 3. Offline. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little. All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space, does not hesitate there. Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And it's all from three-point range. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a three-point game. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
The 3, George. Rebound, Minnesota. Oh, George with a steal. The 3. Misses another, just 1 of 4 from the floor. George has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. And Edwards slams it in.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Leonard for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Edwards against Westbrook. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And there's Leonard on the assist by Westbrook.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Gobert. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. The first one falls.
Shooting for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert. 2 shots.
And so Gobert nails both of them.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Covington finds George. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
He hits that one. 2 for 5 now. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Now here's Covington. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Second chance effort. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
George against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Here's Westbrook. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And stolen by Edwards. McDaniels passes to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Pass to Covington. Jacks up a three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Back to Conley. 35 seconds left in the first. Here's Gobert. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. George passes to Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Pass to Towns. Out to the wing. For three, Conley. Gets the three to fall. Conley's got 5 points.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Paul George, he's feeling it. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Conley in at point guard. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Back to Prince. Fades and shoots. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Covington with the drive. And the jam by Covington.
Well, teams want to get Covington off the three-point line and make him uncomfortable. But he shows you he can finish off the bounce.
The offensive rebound. Count it. Gobert's got 8.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Zubac's shot is off.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Leonard for 3. Westbrook finds Leonard. Now here's George. For 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That puts him in the lead. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Looking to run, Prince just streaks down the open court.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Powell comes in for Leonard. Mann, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Zubac. Pass to Highland. Zubac with a screen on Conley. Back to Zubac. Here's Mann from behind the arc. Big get it again. Out to Powell. Three-pointer. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot blocker.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Rivers is checked in.
2 minutes remain in that first half.
Pass to Prince. On the wing, Rivers. Back to Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's just too easy for Torian Prince.
Highland. Here's Mann to end the run, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Prince. To the right side. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 6 here in the quarter. And Brent Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
Yeah, he plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. And I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy. Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Powell with a steal. Pass to Highland. Now Plumlee. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Highland. Morris on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mann beyond the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Down low. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Morris passes to Powell. Back to Morris. Here's Mann. And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action, up 10. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by
34.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game. He's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Highland in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Edwards for 3. On the wing, Rivers. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Prince.
LA foul. Terrence Mann.
Some changes for Minnesota. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for Rivers. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside Conley. Back to Prince. Conley with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Gobert. 6 to shoot.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
And he knocks down the first one. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
The kick out to Morris. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Highland. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Back to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 10.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Morris. On the wing man. Fires the three. Drops in the three. Man's got 6 here in the quarter.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. Covington, a screen on Conley. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. 9 points in the game.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
Westbrook against Conley. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And George with the basket on the assist from Covington.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
For three, Conley. Got a hand on it. Leonard with the ball. Towns covering. Covington passes to George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. Picked it. 1:56 left to play in the third quarter here. And stolen by Leonard. Going all the way to the rack. And George with the jam.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there. And you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021. That season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Minnesota in the lead.
Let me hear you get loud.
Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Conley finds Towns. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
3 points.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. 30 seconds left to play in the third. And he's all alone. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. 12 seconds left in the third. Sinks it from distance.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
From deep, Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
45. And your cover, Houston team.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on the canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Mike Conley out there with Jalen Noel. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Outside Conley, inside Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Conley passes to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. For 3, Covington. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Minnesota's gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Right side Conley. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
George, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside McDaniels. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allowed.
He got his timing down. I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Right side Covington. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns down low. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
So both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Conley passes to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Down low. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's his 4th miss out of 10 attempts. The Clippers running out of time. For 3, Westbrook. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists tonight.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And they'll keep possession. He drops it from range. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big-time shot.
Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got 8 points here in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in, were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes, came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. Coach was challenging his team to finish this one off. He told him we've played a great game this far. Let's get to the finish line. Remember to value the ball. They seem locked in, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. George passes to Leonard. Leonard on the wing. Takes a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Fires from deep. And Minnesota calls time here. They lead by 8. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Everyone get loud and proud. Let's hear it for your kid players.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Zubats. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
Zubats with a screen on McDaniels. Offensive board. Zubats passes to Westbrook. Up and over Conley. Westbrook can't hit. And here's Edwards. And so it's Minnesota with the W. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So.
Smack clowns with mad style.
On the for tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the points. Morant against Towns. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Edwards against Bain. And Edwards with the stuff.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Morant kicks to Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Conley gets the bucket.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Up top, Bain. Edwards defending. Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And that one's good. Towns.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Bain finds Morant, and they double up Morant. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
He's all alone. Gobert in the corner. Back to McDaniel. Over in the corner, Edwards. Lock at 6. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with a wide open look. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Edwards against Bain. 5 to shoot. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year. And then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Pass to Towns. Edwards kicks to Towns. Cans it from downtown. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant scanning the floor. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Morant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Morant against Edwards. Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. For the 3. Drills it from outside.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And Edwards drops them both.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, trailing by 4. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Kennard is out there with John Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Prince outside. Back to Edwards. 3-pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoy, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got his first 2 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the 2-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Morant outside. In the corner, Kennard with it. Kicks to Adams. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Prince outside. Shoots it up. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Back to Kennard. Here he goes. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Great, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Brooks, that's a two-pointer. Kennard, the pass to Morant. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's Prince. And that one goes long. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Jackson dishes to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Jackson. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. You look at Jaren Jackson. What a contribution.
Well, he's been destroying them inside. And they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
Minnesota making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for McDaniel. Noel comes in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Rivers. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Aldama passes to Brooks. To the middle. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And here's Prince outside. Tillman grabs the miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Kennard for 3. Back to Bain. Passes to Aldama. Second chance shot. Here's Tillman. And here's Kennard. Takes a 3. Good work defensively by Conley. Oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back.
Oh, the savvy veteran Conley driving inside and knowing how to angle his body to draw contact.
The Timberwolves have been perfect with the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. He feeds it to Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Bain looking around. In the corner, Kennard with it. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got 7. Balls back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Prince. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Memphis leading by 3.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2021. Look at the size, the strength, the range of the jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
No one near Conley as he lets it go from outside off the mark.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Buries it from three-point range.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Conley, the pass to Towns. Back to Conley. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Prince's shot is good.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Grizzlies?
Adams outside. Morant outside. Payton for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Towns out to the wing. Morant with the steal. Payne for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Towns, the pass to Noel. Prince, and the layup is good. Prince has got 5.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Taurean Prince. This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Towns for 3, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Daniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Noel. Here's Conchar. The Grizzlies with another miss. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jones against Conley. Pass to Conchar. Memphis moving it around. Here's Eldorado, defended by Towns. A crossover. 2 free throws coming, and it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough.
The previous play is under review.
Tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Rivers, he's checked in for Mike Conley. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
They set the pick. Conchar, the pass to Eldorado. Outside, Jones. Eldorado gets the bucket. Eldorado's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and...
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kennard is out there with Jones. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. From past the arc, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Pass to Rivers. And here's Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Jackson with it. Here's Morant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Towns finds Rivers. High post, Gobert. Outside, Towns. And the 3 off target. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Down low, here's Morant. Great pass to set up the layup. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Jackson with the screen. Kick out to Adams, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Outside, Edwards. Into the lane, and Edwards with the stop.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Morant with it, working on McDaniels. That one falls.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Edwards, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. And Gobert drops them both. Here's Morant. Outside, Bain. It's Brooks on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Adams dishes to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. And a wide open look for Bain. Good on the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
1:43 left in the fourth. Towns against Jackson. Edwards passes to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. They're able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
The three from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Memphis.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Oh, my goodness, man. You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Puts up a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For three, Edwards. And the three ball is good.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
Smack clowns with mad style.
weekend, everyone. It's the NBA. Well, when we look at... tonight. This could come down to the back courts. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. It's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Covington passes to George. Covington, a screen on Bain. George's shot is off. And here's Memphis. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. On the take. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George for three. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George has gone 1 for 2 from deep.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the shot goes down. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. George outside. And stolen by Bain. Brooks from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Now here's Bain. Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, deflected. For three, Covington. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Bain, the pass to Morant. Jackson with it. Outside Bain. Brooks against Leonard. Now Adams. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Fires the three, and there's Leonard on the assist by Westbrook.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Jackson, the screen. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the fight.
It's George on the wing. He has 6. Covington finds George. Launches a 3. Covington no good. Memphis trailing here. Bain, the pass to Jackson. A minute 37 left in the first quarter of the game. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Nice shot by George.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now here's Covington. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Payne against George. Here's Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. George outside. Plumlee, a screen on Brooks. George passes to Plumlee. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Over to the left wing. Adams finds Brooks. Will it go? And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Brooks. Jackson the screen. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers leading by 6 as we wrap up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Now here's Bane. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brooks against Leonard. Out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George passes to Covington. George drives in. And the jam by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Leonard finds Plumlee. And here's George. Pass to Westbrook. 4-3. Leonard outside. Lets the 3 fly. The Grizzlies pull it in. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Morant, pass to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Adams. Brooks outside. From the arc. And they get it back. Here's Morant. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
Now here's George. He's got 11. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Outside Morant. From outside the arc. Kicks it out to Jackson. And stolen by Leonard. Westbrook, the pass to George. Fires from the corner. Out to Leonard. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Plumlee. For 3, Covington knocks down the triple. Covington's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Rolling toward the cup, Steven Adams is a wild man. You better get out of his way.
It's George on the drive, and George with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Morant with it, guarded by Covington. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
George against Bane. Pass to Adams. Back to Bane. 4 on the clock. Shoots over George. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got his first bucket in this one.
This is why Desmond is out there, to shoot and to shoot often.
Now Plumlee. Kicks it to George. Westbrook outside. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Jackson with a screen on George. Payne, the pass to Morant. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Clippers on top, up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Plumlee down low, defended by Kennard. George's shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Kennard outside. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Let's go with a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
But yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Here's Conchar. They get it back. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. George for 3. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Aldama. Here's Kennard. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Misses the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Cuts off the pass. Jones with the ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. On the wing, Conchar. It's Tillman, high post, outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the drought. Connects from downtown. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you play, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pass to Tillman. Kennard outside. Back to Tillman. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And he can't get the first one. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoying playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's man. There's the drive. Out to Powell. Pass to Highland. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pulls it. Here's Aldama, guarded by Morris. Pass to Aldama. That shot off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's man. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Kennard on the wing. Plenty of space. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Powell, it's good.
Off the catch. Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Kennard on the wing. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Kennard's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morris outside. Here's man. Defended by Kennard. Launches it. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. There's a screen. Here's Conchar. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Pass to man. Morris outside. Drives to the hoop. Back to man. There's the 3. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 5. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Tyus Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Kennard outside. Outside Jones. Knocks it down from distance.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Over to the wing. Powell outside. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Jones. Kennard outside. On the wing, Conchar. Powell covers. Jones with the ball. Here's Conchar. 5 on the clock. To take the lead. Jones misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Powell passes to Zubac. Morris for three. Here's Highland. Pass to Zubac. Zubac screen to the middle. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Clippers lead by 4. Here's Tillman. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
So this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A line change here for Memphis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He instructed his guys to buckle down, saying, quote, "It's do or die time. Let's stay focused and finish like it's a playoff game. We'll see if they can pull it off." Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to Highland. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Bain, the pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Jackson. Brooks with it. Now covers. Here's Highland, guarded by Bain. Pass to Highland. The kick out to Morris. The three drills it from deep. And now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Pass to Man. The kick out to Morris. Takes the three. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant, pass to Bain. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. On the wing, Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks against Westbrook. And that one's good for Brooks. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
What I like about Dillon is that he takes command when it's needed.
Left side, Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Robert Covington, we see you, big fella. We see you.
Leonard against Morant. Fires for three. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Covington, a screen on Morant. George passes to Covington. Here's Leonard. Covington finds Leonard. Pure from 3-point range. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Puts up a three. And Morant clears the board. George with a steal. Leonard for three. Again, the miss by Leonard. So the Clippers win it. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready, and they were. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.